And I'll take it back from you. Right.
Keep it going for yourselves. This is a great show. This is very fun. This is okay. Thank you for some of you clapping. The other ones, hey, I'm a stand-up comic, but I'm going to tell a story. I hope this goes well for me. All right, this is the story. How many of you have seen Black Panther? If you didn't, you're racist. I'm joking. But the story is all about Black Panther. Basically, in Black Panther, it takes place in this fictional African nation called Wakanda. People don't think Wakanda is real, but I found it. Wakanda is real. I found it. So I went to go see Black Panther. It was during opening weekend. It was making all this money, and I saw the trailer, and I was like, I'm in. You know, I'm on Black Twitter. I saw the hashtags, Black Panther, Black Panther so lit. I was like, you goddamn right it's lit. You know, I'm going to go see this movie. But the thing is I was going to go with this white girl that I was dating, you know, and I didn't know how that was going to feel at Black Panther, okay? The reason I say this is because we saw Get Out together. And I remember how that felt. So online, everybody has like these dashikis on and just like, I'm black and I'm woke shirts, and everybody has their outfit, you know. And I'm getting ready to see the movie, so I have this shirt that I love. It says Garvey Institute of Technology, and people are like, where's that? It ain't real, but you know. So I wear the shirt, I put it on, I got my outfit on, and I'm like, hey, what are you gonna wear? And she's like, can I just wear my sweats? You know, like, it's not a big deal for me. I mean, I want to see the movie, but can I just wear my sweats? I was like, cool, whatever. So we go there, and we're at the theater, and everybody's dressed up. Like, I thought it was like the BET Awards, you know what I mean? Everybody was dressed. And then here she is, looking like, you know when they tell you to report suspicious activity? There'll be like a silhouette of like some person in a hoodie with glasses. She walked by that sign, and a little kid was like, Mom, look! You know what I mean? Like, that's... But we saw the movie. It was a great movie. I loved it. If you haven't seen it, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but like, I'll just say, like, the opening is like, you hear this African voice of a young kid, and he's like, Baba, tell me a story. Tell me a story about home. And I lost my shit. It's like, you know, when you see Up and you see like them go through life. I heard this young African boy talk. My shit, lost it. I watched the movie. You know, she saw Chadwick with his shirt off. She got excited. I was like, stop watching this movie. Watched it. It was good. And I was like, man, I'm looking at these black people. I'm just like, man, I wish Wakanda was real. You know, I wish this place was real. So when I left the movie, I was like, man, I gotta see this movie again. I gotta see Black Panther again, right? So I go back to the movie theater. But this time, I go with one of my best friends, Rojo, right? Rojo's Puerto Rican. I call him Red for fun. If you don't know, Rojo means red. Okay, whatever. So I get him to go to the movie because I'm like, man, this movie is great. This is the one. We gotta see this movie. He's like, okay, everybody's seeing it. I see it's making a lot of money. Let's go. So we go to the movie, and again, I'm watching it, and you know, just Baba, tell me a story about home. And I'm like, God damn it! I knew it was coming too. You know, I knew it was coming. I still lost it. You know, and the whole time Rojo's next to me, and he's watching it. He's not impressed. He's not impressed. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, this movie's so great, right? He's like, man. It's like, ain't no Puerto Rican Latinos in this movie, right? So I was like, nah, man, you can enjoy it. He was like, yeah, I enjoyed it, but like, it's different than how you taking it because like, this is all your people. Ain't no people in there for me. And I'm like, no, you don't understand, man, Wakanda. He's like, well, what kind of movie is this? I don't see it. no Latinos in this thing. So what we did is we stayed for the credits, and we just picked out everyone who had a Latinx sounding name, you know? We're like, Enriquez, there's one, you know what I mean? Visual arts, you know? That's right. But watching the movie, it made me feel so good. I was like, man, I wish Wakanda was real. Like, I wish I could find it. I was so full of joy, you know? So what I did is I called my dad. Right, I'm the oldest of 6. I called my dad and I'm like, Dad, did you see this movie yet? He's like, no, I didn't see the movie yet. I'm like, man, you gotta see this movie. He was like, let's go. I was like, no, we can't just go. Get Solomon and Donovan. Those are my 2 little brothers, by the way. And you can tell we're Jamaican. So, get Solomon, get Donovan. Now for go see this movie. Right? So he gets them, and then he's like, you know what? Hey, get the tickets. Here's my information. Just buy all the tickets, right? And it was a new thing for me because the last movie I saw with my dad was The Matrix. Okay? I don't even know when The Matrix came out. I don't even know if I really even seen The Matrix. Maybe I took a pill or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's how long ago it was. But I'm like, man, we're going to the movies together, and I haven't. And my brothers, they're 14 and 16, so I haven't really hung out with them. There hasn't been something that connected us all, you know. But this movie connected my dad, who was born in Jamaica, came to America to live life. Me, someone who was born in America, living like the quote-unquote Black American experience, and also my little brothers who are living, I guess, like the new millennial experience. I don't know what they do with them. They have phones, they don't care. But you know what I mean? But something to connect us all. And I'm like, together, we will see this movie and find Wakanda. So I meet them at the theater. And then there's another stranger with us. My brother brought one of his friends. He wasn't playing fair. You know what I mean? He just brought one of his homies. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, cool, what's up, you know? But you family now, you know? You family. I'm going to call you Winston. You know? So we get our tickets, and we go, we watch the show. We were sitting down, and, you know, Baba, tell me a story. Tell me a story about home. And I wasn't gonna cry. Not this time. But then I look over to my dad sitting next to me, and I see him tearing up. And then I fucking lost it again. I lost it. Cause I'm like, if he ain't gonna be a gangster about it, I'm losing my shit. You know what I mean? You know? So we watching this movie, like, man, it's so good. And, you know, like, my brothers came into it. They're not, like, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They don't care about the movies. But this was the first time that we saw a movie where it was, like, it was a representation of us as black people. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't, like, something where you go see a black movie and it's like, man, this movie's gonna be a piece of shit. It's not that, you know what I mean? It wasn't something like, oh, this is a black movie, we gotta see it, because they never gonna let us do this again. You know what I mean? We went to see the movie, and it was fine, like a movie. We're like, yo, did y'all see it? It's good. You know what I mean? Like, so we enjoyed this movie, love this movie. And my little brothers are watching. He's like, oh man, it's like, the youngest one's like, oh my God, Black Panther was like Martin Luther King. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, and the villain was like Malcolm X. I said, what? Wow. And then he broke it down to me why, and I won't, because some of you haven't seen the movies. You're not racist, but get woke. But hearing him break down how he saw the movie as a 14-year-old kid, it blew my mind, because I already saw the movie twice. I knew it was going to happen. I knew there was going to be a Baba. I knew there was a story about home. I knew this. But he brought the Malcolm X Martin. I was like, oh my, this is such an amazing, amazing, amazing film. I gotta see it again. So I called. So I called my girlfriend's family. First, I make a group chat with all of them. You know, her father, her brother, her Asian brother-in-law. I'm like, we are going to this movie. Asian brother-in-law is like, hey, I watch all the Marvel movies, I read everything, I'm in. Great. Her brother, a cineophile, loves movies, teaches movies. He's like, I'm in. Her father is like, what? And I'm like, no, you gotta see it. And he's like, I don't want to see it. And I was like, well, if you don't see it, you're racist. He's like, okay, I'll see it. So we get the tickets. We go to watch this movie. We in the theater. We're all sitting together, just looking like a very awkward college brochure. And we're sitting there, and it starts up. Baba, tell me a story about home. Now, I already seen it 3 times, so I wasn't crying this time. You know what I mean? This is this girl's family. I can't be all crying. That's why I watched that like a gangster. I was like, yeah, tell him a story. Yeah. We watched the movie. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing film again. And I'm watching, I'm like, look at this African nation with all these beautiful black people. No one is pressed economically. They have the best technology. They are just living life. This is amazing. This is so incredible. Such a great film, such a great film. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this movie. I can't wait. And her father was like, oh, well, what's vibranium? I'm like, stop it, so. We enjoyed the movie. And so I've been walking around New York City like, man, I wish this place was real. I wish this place was real. And I'm walking around New York City just like in my thoughts, listening to the Black Panther soundtrack, just like in it. And then I look up and then I see Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman is the star of the film. For the 5th time, I saw Black Panther. And he sees me recognize him. And somehow I feel like he recognized me. And I just see him. I didn't say anything. I just gave him a dap. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, man, this is incredible. Like, tell me a story about home. And he laughed and whatever, I let him go on his day, because I had stuff to do too, But basically, just that moment I had with him, like I knew that he knew what the movie meant to me and all the people I brought to see it. I knew that him as an actor, like he realized that it just wasn't a Marvel film. This was something bigger than everybody. And he understood that, and he saw that I understood that, and it was just like that love, that connection that we had. And then that's when I realized that I did find Wakanda. Like I found like my people. I saw us just being great, and just knowing that greatness exists makes me know that like Wakanda is real. Wakanda is right here. So thank you.
Ah. Yeah. Woo. Ow. Yeah.
I tell these people no meaningful stories. Holy shit. That was kind of beautiful. Wow. Any story about home.